Most people think boating is an expensive hobby, but there are ways around it, kind of like this guy's figured out right here. I'm just guessing he doesn't need any registration, he doesn't need any insurance, and he's probably not paying any taxes on this. Welcome back, guys. It is your boy Broncos Guru, and it's this week's episode of Boneheaded Boaters of the Week. Our first subject we'll talk about this week is going to be towing, but towing and boating isn't always just one thing. It doesn't mean you're going down the road. Sometimes you might be towing another vessel, kind of like we're going to see right here, but I can't really figure out what they're doing. This gentleman appears to have tied the line around his body, and it looks like he's using some kind of cushion, maybe a life jacket or something, kind of as insulation so it doesn't squeeze him too tight. I cannot possibly imagine what was going through any of these people's ideas when they thought this was a good idea to let this guy wrap the line around him like this.
I love it. The Sunset Cruise.
As boaters, we always do what we can to try and assist other boaters out. There's plenty of times when we'll be out on the water and somebody will just have an issue, and of course we'll have to tow them in. Once again, towing and boating is not always about getting your vessel down to the boat ramp. Right here we can see just like these guys. Right here one of the boats broke down, and of course this other boat has offered to tow him, but this gentleman would like some form of payment for his services and has asked this vessel if they could toss him a nice frosty beverage. And of course when you're getting assistance like this, all you can do is oblige, whether you think he needs another beverage or not. Then of course we've got the more traditional form of towing a vessel, kind of like this crew right here is going to demonstrate. I'll tell you what, I've been down to the boat ramp plenty of times and I've seen lots of people have axles, trailer, and all kinds of issues down there, but I've never seen anybody else try and pull this off. And this really is a pretty ingenious idea. It really might not be that difficult to pull off depending on the size of the boat that's on the trailer. Somehow this crew gets it done though. I mean, they really did push this back down there, even though my man takes a little swim here at the end. Sometimes it's not always going to be just getting the boat in the water that's the problem. Sometimes getting it out will be just as much of a hassle. It's not uncommon for you to go out and have a nice day boating and get a couple lines just caught up in the prop, and it can make things difficult as you try and get your vessel back out of the water. Or sometimes it'll be wildlife or other people down at the ramp that'll harass you, kind of like these gentlemen will experience here. You know, they just show back up and all of a sudden you've got a bear in the back of your truck as you're trying to winch your boat up. There is a little bit of irony here though. You'll notice right here this boat's name is Big Bear, so it kind of makes sense that they would show back up and there's a bear in the back of the truck, but I guess it's pretty common probably in Alaska. If you're going to go out there and go salmon fishing and leave some salmon in the back of the truck, I would have to imagine it's very possible you're going to attract some unwanted visitors. It's not all that uncommon for us to get down to a boat ramp and see another boater needing assistance getting their vessel pulled out. Maybe they just can't get grip while they're down at the ramp, but this one's a little bit to the extreme to see a Ford F-250 trying to pull a tractor trailer out. As you look at the rear tires on this tractor trailer, you can tell even right now still, it's actually spinning tires a little bit as it's trying to get this vessel out. But I really have to wonder if this F-250 owner actually really thought this through, because if this tractor trailer starts going back down the ramp, I don't think there's a whole lot that truck's going to do to stop this. Our next subject we'll talk about is using caution. There are lots of safety precautions you use in boating, like never approach a dock faster than you want to hit it. Using this cautious approach should help you out when you're approaching your dock to make sure you don't take any damage to your boat. Unfortunately, this boat appeared to already be sinking before it hit the dock, and my man here appears he can't get off the boat fast enough. He jumps off so fast he even forgets to grab the lines as he's coming off. Another caution you should take in boating is verifying bridge heights and knowing how tall your boat is on the water. If not, use spotters like this guy.
Oh my God. Oh my God.
Using a little caution while boating really can prevent a whole lot of headaches later on. And one of the biggest things that you can do is always be prepared for anything. You never know when things are going to change out on the water. Sure, they may have been calling for a nice sunny day. You may have just went out on the water for a little cruise and we're like, oh, we won't tie the boat fully up yet. We're going to go back out later in the day. But then things can turn up and things happen fast and you can find yourself in a situation kind of like this. And the tough part of a situation like this is there's not a whole lot this guy can do at this point in time. The storm's already rolled in. He can't really do anything to get this boat secured here because all he can do is try and hold it off the dock. Thanks for watching, guys. I hope you enjoyed this week's episode of Boneheaded Boaters of the Week. If you ever see anything crazy happening on your waterways, be sure to hit me up on Facebook or Instagram and let me know, and you might see your stories over here. Just like Jack Long, Jill Johns, Eric AK Living, and Cruising Lady A did this week. And if you haven't already, guys, go ahead and drop an anchor on that subscribe button. If not, we're coming to steal your drain plug.